All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the CIL, your host, OneTrickToni and Lichgrave. We just got back from watching Extended Warranty and Burnsiders with an extremely close matchup, but it has come down to seeing the replay that Extended Warranty has clutched that one out. So good on them. But we're gonna see Burnsiders get their run back with with Sotoras right now. So
Classic.
hopefully this is about as close as we saw it last game. Yeah.
Oh, I really hope it is. So, Tony,
Yeah.
who are you rooting for?
You see, I can't have bias in this, but
I disagree strongly.
all right, buddy. Well, if that's how it's gonna be, I have to root for Sotora's home team.
I
That's where I
mean,
started.
I gotta stick to my boys. I gotta stick to the Burnsiders. So, I mean, it's gonna be fun. The teams are picking and banning right now. It looks like we're gonna be going to Flag Fort and Colony trading, and we're just waiting on the decider right now. Man, how far these teams have come. I
Mm.
just wow. So this is gonna be fun. I'm hoping for the same nail biter that we just witnessed. So, um, really interesting lineups. I think. Flag Fort. I mean, we've been scrimming this one for a long time.
Yeah, Black Fort is definitely one of those maps where you could either love it or you can get tired of it, and it could again boil down to what team comp you guys run, or if you just really like to play the map. If you have a guy that's good at punching a turn A, then sure, why not play the map? But man, do I hate that hill. Holy, is that a struggle fest for a while. But, if the team's off to pick for it, then, they pick their poison. And we'll watch them as they fight on, you know?
Yep, and it looks like we are finishing up the map bends now. Last two are between Missile Base and Quarry, so really interesting picks to see what it's going.
Personally, I think we should see a missile base pick today. Quarry, that's your standard, your barb map, but if Burnside or if Satoras are going to be opting in keeping the same pattern of banning a Barbados, then what is the real fear in this map at that point? What's really stopping them from crossing and getting into that relay?
Yeah,
Nothing really.
I mean, no, I don't see a Boondiggles, so you know what I
Well,
mean.
you don't see a lot of those Exators members on there, but they're making
I don't see a
do.
lot of Burnsiders members either. So you
Yeah,
know, I think this matches could go either way. I really do. Um, man,
I believe again, like we've seen from Satoras, if they can manage, just group up together, they could be a fighting force to be reckoned with. They just, they have to find those chinks in the armor. They have to keep pushing where they see fit, and Burnsiders will again answer back with their interesting team comps that surprisingly work out very well for them. The double sniper would never consider running that on my team. Just like, why would you want to do that? But Burnsiders, I said, we don't care. Check this out. Boom, headshot.
works it
You know,
works, and it looks like our decider is going to be Quarry. Very interesting. Taurus chooses attack on Flackfort.
they're going to be giving it a go first, seeing how well they can break through their enemy defense. But we'll see if Lacrum picks out the Mahiru again. I'm secretly hoping he's hearing my prayers right now.
Yes, sir. We
But
love the Mahiru pick.
yes, sir.
The question now becomes, where's Burnsiders?
The Burnsiders should be showing up soon. They're making their little fancy late appearance. Per usual.
I'm seeing
We
a
all
lot of
know.
Harbor. I'm seeing a lot of missile base in the chat. Unfortunately, it is gonna be Quarry. But I think that there's definitely an opportunity. I really hope we go to Quarry because I wanna see these teams play on that map as well as just a different map. We want a little bit of
What's
variety here at the CIL.
Of course, yes. But what's interesting that we haven't seen so far, and I'm probably not going to speak this into existence. Well, of course, not this set because they already picked their maps, but nobody's picked the domination map so far. Nobody's wanted to just, say, the gloves are off. Let's just all out brawl. Let's get nasty with the flicks and the picks. So I, for one, am a little bit surprised because you usually will see that from, teams. They'll go about like, a defusal map or a 2CP map, and then they go down to the domination because everybody loves that hectic sprawling brawl to be seen throughout.
Yeah, and it looks like we're finishing up our pick ban or our side picking. So it is going to be Sotoras on attack for all three maps: Flag Fort, Colony, and if we go to it, Quarry. So
Seem to have a problem here. I can't let the teams know to pick in their. I can't type in all chat. If you could let the teams know to do their character bans.
yeah, I just need the Burnsiders to start jumping in here. And it is going to be Burnsiders. Okay. So let's see what Burnsiders decides to pick as their ban, because they are banning their character first. I think. Well, I mean, what do you want to see here, Tony? What kind of bans do we want to see? Of course, we don't want to see Z2 or Exia for the for the 15th time, right?
I think honestly, if you want to throw a wrench in the standard traditional team comps, you ban a turn A on Flag Fort. That's about the way to go. If you don't have a turn A player. But I think with Satori's, they do have one with C-Dubbed, and with Burnsiders, I don't think they do. So I think Burnsiders might come out with a turn A ban. Honestly,
Very interesting. Very interesting. However, Burnsiders is choosing the Barbatos.
the Barbatoaster. Oh no, he's going out. Okay, well, a little fork in the road, but I think Satori's can overcome that. Honestly, if it's in Satori's court now, they probably want to see a gun tank ban or a Marsai ban, depending on how many lightweight suits they run or, lack thereof shields, The less shields, the more better a Marsai becomes. It's just like that subtle buff he gets.
True.
But we're gonna ban a Z. Oh my god, I was rooting for you guys. Why would you do this to me?
And the Z2R ban comes out on the side of Sotoras. So, with that said, let's get your quick. Sure that up correctly. Good app is going to be Black Fort first. Bans again are going for the Barb. Interesting to see. So, if you're ready, let's jump right in.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Flag Fort, baby. We're running it back.
Sure.
Now, being that the Burnsiders just got off of this map in their last set, do you think they have a bit of an advantage on, just warm up per se? What do you think?
I mean, true, the Burnsiders are warmed up, but then they're also worn out because they were playing a 3-match set there. So
Yeah, down into the overtime. Let's see if, the timing really gets to them. But hopefully this intermission gave them a little bit of time to bounce back,
true. Let's see if that's enough. Let's see if they are able to bounce back. Maybe Sotoras with that bright-eyed, bushy-tail look on them, it might be enough,
Mhm. Both teams looking to take away a little bit of a learning experience they had from the prior teams they just fought. hopefully bringing in a new sense of style or urgency in these next fights. You know.
Yeah.
It
Looks
looks
like.
like. Alright, so it
All
looks
right,
like
buddy,
we're
get
gonna
out
be
of my
doing.
head. All right, enough of you.
Hey man, great minds think alike. That's all I'm gonna say. But
So it looks like
from
Crumb is gonna be staying on that Dynames. We got Dynames, Gun Tank, Ashamar, Gundam, Dom, and Jim on the side of Burnsiders.
yeah, I think Lacrum is probably feeling himself right now with that Dynamite pick. He might have been practicing it a lot on the off time. We didn't see his little training arc. Might have included a lot less Mahiru, a lot more Dynames. But it was working out for him. I will say that he was
I don't
putting in the
know
work.
about that, but it looks like we're about to find out. So, Sotoras having Turne Sazabi has been left out of the Burnsiders comp. Ashamar, Pale, Gundam, and Gun Tank. The Gun Tanks.
Oh man,
But,
the masters of mischief the gun tanks are.
Yes, sir. This is a pretty interesting setup. You have Zombie flying over for a flank, and they're going for a tunnel push here.
Going in, they're just waiting for the entire team to go in at once. But Zombie actually got the flank off.
You get it, pulling a huge distraction, actually. Zombie pulling 2 off the point. That might as well be a pick. Crow looking to get picked off by Smoothie King. Madigan picking up Xander, and Crow picking up Garu. This is pretty even, actually, right now. But
Yeah,
Taurus
both teams have two
is
people
on
down.
point.
Yeah, they're fighting for the point right now. It looks like Sotoras is slowly but surely pushing him off. Getting, another 2 picks. Okay, this is looking like a very nasty stagger. Dying in sets of 2s is not good for the Burnsiders right now.
No, and Zombie's pushing it extremely aggressively to try and see if he can get some kind of neutral gain. That's one of the things about the Ashamar is that you can definitely go up and do some serious damage, try and win your team that neutral game before team fight even starts.
Mm-hmm.
And getting low, Madigan getting low. Gun Tank and the Gundam having to back off. The Ashamar is getting low. Really dangerous move here, trying to fly up. The Sazabi, though, on the side of Sotoras, getting picked off, and the kill is confirmed by Madigan.
He's swinging around the corner with that hyper. Oh, Garu answering back with his own hyper hammer into the enemy Gundam, saying, "You did this to my team. I'm gonna do this back to you. Check it out. The law of equal exchange."
This is the power of equivalent exchange. Yes, sir, it is. But the Burnsiders are still holding that height. This height is crucial to holding this map. So they're doing the right thing by sitting there and holding.
The thing with Sotoras right now is that they're slowly but surely taking space from the Burnsiders, but the Burnsiders are answering back with their own little GM, just the soldier of the front lines right now.
Yeah, C-Dub looking for those picks is Turne on height. He's alone against Kaio and Madigan, picking off the Gundam, but the Ashamar grabbing him, picking him up, taking out the Ashamar. It's just back and forth, but
yeah,
it looks like Burnsiders are going to be picking it up. Xander, though, is there with the res, and it looks like Andrew Duck is picking off Madigan. It looks like, as split as it is, that the Sotoras looks like they're going to actually be able to take point.
Yeah, they're slowly, again, still taking that space, but Lacrum still answering back with his own, little war he's just taking. Nobody's killing Lacrum. He's just got
Garu
so
throwing
much
his
free
ult
space
out.
right
The
now.
punch coming up from Zombie onto Madigan. Huge pick there.
Huge ult, actually. Is he going to sit there and take point? I think he is.
Madigan is the only one sitting on there, though. You have to be really careful. You have a huge opportunity to gain a huge amount of ticks here, and they're just not doing it. Wu-Tank throwing out her Gun Tank ultimate, looking to try and see if you can pick up that Sazabi, but Smoothie King stops it in its tracks. C-Dub with the Turne ult.
Oh, is anybody there to take advantage of that, though? We got
The
Angry
punch!
Duck on the point.
A punch comes
A
out, but it's
huge
too
punch!
late.
Okay, huge staggers going out from the Burnsiders right now. They're just losing bodies left and right. Sotoras just need to clean up whatever they see on the point and just work from there, one by one. Just work it down that way. And it seems to be the case. Kridinar fighting for his life at this point, not letting this team.
Angry Duck, what an amazing Gundam ult, though, is going to clear up a lot of the point for Burnsiders. And they find a way, Xander getting a double kill.
That's 3 down because Sazabi got a pick on behind the point. The Crumb, again, has his ult already. He is doing work right now. Look up, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. The Crumb has Sotoras in his sights. That is dangerous. Getting picked up by Zombie, though. Zombie 1 having to back off. Smoothie King with his ultimate. That's a Saw's but...
That's it. That's the only person on the field with an ult right now.
And that's really dangerous because you're going to have Crow with his Dom ult available very quickly. Zombie picking off Wu-Tank. Smoothie King going in with his Saws. Extremely low health. Crow putting out his Dom ult. Getting a kill. Stopping the res. Picking up Garu. Picking up C-Dub. This is a huge play from Sotoras. The question... This is a huge play from Burnsiders. The question, Zombie getting a punch into Kridnar. The question is, can Sotoras do anything with Zombie sitting there contesting point? He's being an absolute menace right now, getting picked off.
They're trading 1 for 1, but again, that's not the thing you want to do when the enemies just respawn right next to the relay point. You just set your team up for success and get in there and just take the point ASAP. Can they get this pick on Madigan? Yes, they can. Well, let's see what they do with it.
Yeah, it looks like C-Dub getting a little low there, but playing the tourney on the lower area. Xander not able to be picked up on that res. Kinda huge. Kridnar getting a kill onto C-Dub. Kridnar also has his ultimate. He could really try and hold this off for his team right now. It looks like a height conflict is breaking out. Madigan getting a flank onto Zombie, getting the pick. Lacrum getting Garo at the same time. Smoothie King and Xander trying to take on Madigan. Madigan getting the Hyper Hammer onto Smoothie King, though. The gym mines are going out on height. This is actually extremely dangerous. It's not enough to grab Xander, but Kridnar is able to grab him. Angry Duck is alone up there. He's won.
And that the huge 1v3 from Kridnar. Holy.
Yeah, but the gun tank also going to be coming out from Wu-Tank. Is it going to find an angle there? It's going to pick up 2. A punch from Kaio. Garu getting low. Is it going to be enough? Smoothie King, though, he's got his ult out, and he's holding there on point. That Gundam ult, though, to secure the hold. 2 ticks for...
Yeah, every time that Sotoras wanted to push that point, Madigan was right there to answer back with a Gundam ult. And the Gundam ult, again, you want him centralized on one spot so you can do as much damage as possible, or deny him the point. And because Sotoras didn't shoot down that Gundam ult, they were all pushed off of that site.
Gotta be really careful with those Gundam ults. They come quick, they come fast, and they come heavy. So, question is, can Sotoras hold double ticks? Double ticks is reasonable here.
What are we seeing for damage stats here? It looks like Lacrum putting in the work, carrying the Burnsiders, and Kridnar too as well on GM. You wouldn't expect that suit to do a lot of damage, but Kridnar says, nay, I'm gonna put in the work here and eliminate as many people as possible. And heal my team while I'm at it.
Kridnar's definitely putting in work with that Jim. I mean, Jim's a good character.
Yeah, definitely not a suit to be overlooking right now. The Satora is also answering back as well with Zombie and C-Dub trailing right behind with 18 and 19k damage respectively.
I mean, I played with Zombie. His punches are good.
Punches are nice indeed. Let's see if C-Dub can stall or wipe the enemies long enough to keep him from touching the point with his tornadoes.
Yeah. Let's look at the comp change-ups a little bit. It looks like a Dom ult coming on the side of Sotoras, or a Dom coming out on the side of Sotoras in the form of Xander now. It looks like, for the most part, everything else is... So, they've learned to understand, respect, and equal out the Dom. See if they're able to make anything of that.
Yeah, just dropping the gun tank altogether and just going for honestly, a very traditional old school comp, minus the Barb.
The Crumb looking for those early picks. I mean, this is a dangerous game that Sotoras is playing. Peeking out into a Dynamis of all things. Kaio looking to mirror what Zombie did in the beginning, trying to go for the flank. Looks like he's actually getting the jump onto Smoothie King. Playing off the health pod. It's an Ashamar duel in the back. Getting picked off, however.
Sotoras are starting to fall one by one, but they are managing to hold the point. On the contrary to what we saw from the Burnsiders on defense, or on attack.
Yeah, it looks like your mic is just a little low there, but the other thing that's low is also Wu-Tank getting picked off by C-Dub. Height control is so important, especially on this first waypoint. But Zombie getting taken out by Kaio.
So it's looking like a little bit of a stagger from Sotora's side, but they have 4 members inside the house. That is enough to stall or even keep the team off of the point until they get there, until the rest get there.
Be careful, the Kaio's flank getting picked off by Smoothie King. Not going to find anything there. Madigan, though, is fighting to stay alive right now.
Wu-Tang is left at 1. But getting the armor just to make sure they get out of the fight and stay safe.
Angry Duck has amazing angles, though, onto the enemy team right now. They're really trying for this point. He's just in the right place at the right time to take advantage of this.
Yeah, Smoothie King doing their best to stall the point and make sure Burnsiders don't get any good damage off. Kaio trying to fly away, but actually getting picked off by Zombie chasing him out. Do you see that that Molly nerf is really coming into play right there, because you used to be able to just throw a Molly at a dead body and confirm the kill. Nowadays, you can't do that anymore, because it's barely just enough damage to live.
No, but you do have it up 2 seconds more often, so you do need to be thinking just a little bit faster with that ability usage. It seems like as it stands right now. Madigan is looking for a pick. Garu sitting there dueling him, equaling out their Gundam.
Crow managing to get picked outside.
That's a Dynamis ultimate again from Lacrum.
But Angry Duck answering with the Hades. 1 pick, 2 pick. Is he gonna fight Lacrum? Oh, they're going off.
Lacrum
and Angry Duck gets it. Madigan again in the hallway trying to fight Smoothie King.
Oh, but this is 2v1. C-Dub is right there. Fails the judo. Smoothie King is there to pick up for him, pick up the slack. Kaio's looking to see if he can't grab something here. Wait, what happened? Smoothie King was being rezzed.
He got picked off by Madigan. Madigan made sure to finish off the kill, and they killed the turn A butterfly.
This is absolutely huge. The Burnsiders could actually take this. Zombie getting an amazing punch off. Kridnar, though, responding with the gym mines. Kaio getting picked off. Madigan with his ultimate. Smoothie King with his. Let's see if that Gundam
King's not in the house.
Can do something. Wu-Tank also getting picked off.
Angry Duck doing his best to survive on the high hill right now, just burning Kridnar off. Smoothie King's there. There he is.
Gundam coming out from Madigan. Is it going to get picked off? It's not. That's going to be a huge amount of AoE control. Smoothie King getting pushed out and taken out by Lacrum. Wait, killing Lacrum.
Yep. We got Kyle looking for a punch. Ooh, we landed on Zombie.
Not bad though, but they both live. There's that Molly nerf you were talking about. Kaio and Zombie both living. Angry Duck getting picked off, and it looks like Burnsiders just barely make it.
Yes. Now all they need to do is get 1 or 2 good pushes in, hopefully.
Out comes the gun tank ult. Is it gonna find someone? Smoothie King doesn't have a shield, but it doesn't matter. C-Dub getting it picked off. Xander responding with the Dom ult. Kaio getting 1.
Where did that Xander go? Oh, he confirmed the kill. Oh, no. Yeah, Kridnar managing to die just out of help's length reach.
C-Dub getting low. Madigan low. Wu-Tank low. Everybody's just kind of low here, but unfortunately, Sotoras is managing to hold on here.
Yeah, fighting on for what they can. 4 of them
this
down
is
here.
Interesting. It looks like Kaio and Madigan are getting height control.
Smoothie King, we thought we were going high ground. I think he must have missed it because he's trying to go back up again after landing on the floor. Angry Duck potentially getting picked
living
up
on 1.
Smoothie King's getting burned out as well. No shield, no health.
It's actually really dangerous, though. Kaio making sure that opposite height has a lot of pressure.
Ooh, they're all set up to take the point. Angry Duck is left alone. He needs help.
King just can't live there. Kridnar throwing down mines to secure that angle. C-Dub getting put to 1, getting picked off.
Burnsiders having the ult advantage here. Are they going to use 1, use 2? That's all they have. Sotoras need to clear them off this point right now.
But they're too staggered. It's not going to be enough. Smoothie King is going to go down. It's just going to be C-Dub. He's not going to make it in time.
Oh.
Burnsiders taking the first round.
It was so close. We thought they had him held off into the house, but no. Again, like we said, they just needed 1 or 2 pushes. That's all it took for him to gain control and land on the point. And there's our lad, Kridnar. Again, like we said, just putting in that work right now. 1v3ing on the high heel, making sure that Burnsiders could
one. So it looks like we're looking at colony trading now. I'm looking for the. I'm so sorry, Tony. It just is what it is.
Oh my god, it's one of those days, you know? They just don't want the rat to see the light of day.
Huh? What's this?
Is this a Z2R and a Z2M band? Oh, we're getting a JK out of Kaio. Okay, so it's just Z2R.
Waiting to see what Burnsiders is gonna pick.
Swear they're doing it just to spite me at this point.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Questions?
Concerns. Queries. Theories, even.
Section. Oh my goodness. All right. We are staying on a Barb Z2R Ben, ladies and gentlemen. I love this game.
I don't know what to say. I just don't want to see the flankers. That's fair. We're just going to be watching a gentleman's fight from here on out. It's, you know, straightforward. Nobody's coming from the side except for your Astromars, but that's fine. KO and Zombie will learn to duke it out in the skies. We're looking at a little dogfight, potentially. Especially in Colony where air superiority is key.
Those Ashmar duels are going to be critical. Both players are actually, I mean, both Kaio and Zombie are respectable Ashmar players, so they can pull up.
All right, looks like both teams are ready.
Ready to go. Starting the match. I'm really excited for this. Colony is, again, one of those maps where you just have a lot of really interesting plays, you know?
Are we having an audio issue right now?
Are we?
Never mind. No, just I'm looking back at the chat. Again, they're 2 minutes behind, so whatever
okay,
issues they notice, you know, could be behind.
It's potential that I need to be closer to my mic.
Me as well. It says they're saying my mic cut out, so.
Okay,
Just-
got you. So let's talk about Colony. I mean, Barb is not a character that's popular on this map, so or it's not fun to play, at least from what the Barb players have mentioned. So, I mean, you could see something out of this.
We could. This isn't a map that does not favor them per se. That you can't run it the way you could run like a Z2R because the corners and everything. It's fine for a Z2R just because he has such nice long dashes. For a Barb, you kind of don't have that horizontal coverage. You have verticality, but again, that's very hard, and all you're doing is jumping from one open spot to another open spot. It's not a lot to play around. The best thing you have to do is to slam, the enemies off of the bomb points, but that's kind of almost where your usefulness ends. And, the old slash as well.
Yeah, and it looks like, well, let's talk about these teams real quick. Ashamar on both sides, Gundam on both sides, as expected. Gun Tank on both sides, interesting choice. Sotoras is choosing to go with Unicorn. They are on attack, so it makes a lot of sense. But Lacrum picking out the Mahiru and the Heavy Arms on the side of Burnside.
Yeah, it looks like Burnsiders have their strats down to a T, and Mahiru is part of that T-bone. So it's going to have to be picked here. And I don't blame him. It's a very good pick on this map, especially when there's a lot of chokes that you could be, spiraling damage down into.
Looks like, again, that three-man split, Lacrum, Wu-Tank, and Kaio on the right side. Looks like Sotoras is going for a full push on the left.
Getting forced off almost immediately. Kaio might be getting picked out here. And he's down immediately. Wu-Tank as well was left at 1 HP. But Smoothie King is going to back off. Zombie getting free reign because Kaio got picked off early. There's that air superiority we were talking about here. Zombie gets the pick on Wu-Tank. And now they're just working it one by one, playing that numbers game. Sotoras is 6 men up. Smoothie King is in their face, demanding presence.
Back shots from Kaio, though. An amazing position to be in right now, but it looks like Burnsiders is getting collapsed on real hard right now. And that's going to be point control. Kaio Kaio needs to back off. He can't be trying to go for anything.
See
It
that?
looks like he's
Is
going to
somebody
get a
gonna go for the plant?
sneaky,
Go for the plant.
sneaky
Somebody.
beaky waypoint? Questions? Very interesting. I mean, at
Sotoras
this
had
point...
killed a...
Sorry, go ahead.
Sotoras had killed a lot of time on planting the bomb. They forgot about the relay, so that's getting taken from behind their backs. Maybe Zombie can rotate around?
Maybe,
that
but
relay.
one person not on the point is very dangerous for them. And now they're going to have those long spawns. Maybe Zombie should have rotated earlier. 40 seconds on the clock, but Burnsiders is losing the neutral. Crow going down. Matt going down. That's 2 picks onto Sotoras. Hyper Hammer out from Garu. Wu-Tank getting the res onto Madigan, though.
Yeah, Sotoras is managing to hold their presence on the A bomb site. Not losing too many people. Actually getting the right picks that they need to. Lichgrave going down to Smoothie King. And it's going to leave Guntank in the hallway. Very
Kaio
dangerous.
being left on 1. It looks like Burnsiders is going to have to give this up.
Yeah, they're too staggered right now. They can't form a proper push and no ults on their side. It's just a very bad look right now. But it looks like Burnsiders is going to at least get all their team. Ooh, minus Crow onto the choke point.
Minus Wu-Tank.
Oh, minus
2
Wu-Tank.
picks is a
Potentially
huge
minus
amount of
Bernard?
momentum on the side of
Ooh.
Sotoras. But the mines go down. Zombie gets 2 picks. Kridnar gets a pick off with his mines, though.
Again, they're just playing that momentum very well. That's what we need to see in order to take that really fast without, you know, burning too much time on the choke. Because you could potentially, one small mistake and the attackers could be wasting like a whole minute on the relay. But that's not what we're seeing here. We're going to potentially see a quick plant from the Sotoras. Ooh. Kridnar eating that axe and dying to this Smoothie King.
Wu-Tank ult coming out, looking for a kill. Double kill onto Angry Duck and C-Dub. Kyle getting a 3rd. Xander getting an instant res onto C-Dub. LeCrum picking up on Xander, though. This is actually going in the favor of Burnsiders all of a sudden.
Yeah. It's slowly beating him back into the relay, but they're getting those punches.
Punch out of Kaio.
The momentum we just saw at Sotoras onto the relay, we're seeing on Burnsiders now. They're taking it back, commanding presence.
That response is starting to really matter a lot. Angry Duck getting left on 1, Zombie getting left on 1.
Ooh.
Burnsiders holds this and retakes Waypoint. Massive play from them. But this is the thing, though.
Sotoras has 5 ults they have to pop right now. Something needs to happen.
They need to be careful because Burnsiders is about to get theirs. There could be a counter ult coming out, and it could be extremely dangerous for them.
Ooh, that ult was lobbed at the beautiful angle. Ooh, getting a double! What we like to see. And all it took was 1 ult to get that relay point back. A very well-placed ult by Garu Karba.
Yeah.
His look.
Poor response there from Madigan's ult. Crow coming out with an ult does not get picks with it, though. Does put people know. Kridnar with his mines again. They're looking to do some serious damage. Just
He almost
doesn't
did.
find the mark.
He left a couple
C-Dub
suits on
out
1
with
HP.
the Hades suit.
C-Dub gets the pick on Madigan. And they're just looking to get their picks one by one, hopefully confirming them as they go. Lichgrave fighting for his life as Mahu.
That's one. Gets
getting
hit
picked
by
off, though.
Garu. Picked off. The last second. Smoothie King. Need to do something here. Crow and Kyle playing right side. Zombie getting a punch into Crow, though. What is this? What is this flank? Kyle, you can't. Zombie, you can't be doing this.
The Zombie is just getting free damage on the side of their heads. It's so effective right now. But, like, they're just continuously staggering Burnsiders, and it's looking so bad for them right now. They can't keep everybody up at once. I don't think the potential
Burnsiders
push
is
is
going
going to
to
get on time.
find a pick somewhere.
Oh, they're gonna
Sosby
just
ult
go for the
coming out,
defuse.
but it's not going to be enough.
Ooh. Sotoras finding their footing.
A minute
fighting
30,
as a
though.
group.
30.
Are we going to see Burnsiders answer back with an equally as strong push?
Can only
They
hope.
have done it. They have done it to extended warranty. I think they could do it here.
taking a look at those damage numbers. Like, we got C-Dub doing a heavy amount of carrying here for his team, along with Zombie, though. These two saw them in the last map doing a lot of damage, doing a real good job of keeping their team up and ready and healthy, and making sure that the enemy team was really good and suppressed, making sure they weren't ruining that neutral, making sure that that ult charge was constantly up. And it looks like it's continuing with this map.
Yeah. If Sotoras will have to play their ult advantage again like last time to hopefully maintain a steady, posture onto defending, onto keeping the enemy at bay. It was looking a little rough when they weren't popping it for a minute, but eventually when everything started to go out smoothly and efficiently, the show was going on. Again, it just takes one good ult, timely placed ult, like we saw from Garu, to get the entire team moving.
Really does, and it looks like the team comps are going to be staying the same. Decisions today. Let's see how Sotoras sets up. It looks like Zombie has decided to take an alternate route here. Has decided to set up. You can't be doing this. Oh my god, the ghost tech coming out from Zombie.
Oh.
Kyle doesn't even see it. What is this? You can't be doing this.
Oh, that's such a
He
dirty
manages to pick up their Ashmore.
No.
Oh my, Zombie. What is this?
He's pulling out all the strats for this one.
You can't be doing this.
Okay.
We're not even in the finals yet, Zombie. What?
No strats are held back, sir. We need to win this game. Angry Duck needs to look up. Kyle flying right over him. There you go.
Yeah,
The free
C-Dub
damage.
holding the choke real well, picking off Wu-Tank. Just trying to get through. That unicorn res, though, does C-Dub see it? He does, but it's not fast enough.
Yeah, not
it
in
looks
time.
like Crow
Almost
pulling
dying
out
to
the
Crow.
sniper now instead of the heavy arms, holding that lane, trying to ensure. What is a plant going? Who is this?
Oh, there was.
Madigan.
It was. Madigan's backing up slowly into the health pack. He's kind of cornered into a wall. He has to. Oh, he gets a pick on Garu. Is he gonna kill Xander?
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh!
What a
He gets a
flying
double.
shot from Crow. Angry Duck C-Dub managing to take out Wu-Tang. The Crumb potentially soon to follow, but in comes Kaio. Almost gets a kill onto C-Dub. That armor saving him. The Crumb getting a quick plant onto. Gets axed!
That huge axe coming in from Smoothie King right now to stop Burnsiders from planting. It was just beautiful. But it looks
Plant
like
from Madigan tries to go up. It doesn't work. Getting burned. Zombie managing to get a kill. It just looks like Sotoras is just picking them off one by one, all on low health.
Yeah, Sotoras again gaining their composure, getting everybody back in place like we saw on Flak Fort, Again, fighting like the team they need to be fighting like. And this is exactly the kind of adaptability you want your team to do mid-game. Kurdnar coming back from the waypoint, getting that. But also just getting punched by Kurdnar immediately. Can he take the waypoint in time? I think he does. That
Zombie
leaves the
securing the
Burnsiders.
waypoint again. Kaio low though. C-Dubbed with his Hades. Angry Duck with his funnels. Madigan
Burnsiders
though
actually taking point of B.
with his ult. What's this? Zombie's going for the 1v2. It looks like he's gonna get it onto Crow.
One by one they fall. But it looks like the teams are down one to Burnsiders.
A lot of
Are they
small
gonna get this
skirmishes
plant?
coming out. Lacrum pulling out the Hades, but
Ugh.
gets taken out by Zombie and Angry Duck.
Yeah, it looks like Burnsiders are gonna have to retry their push, but everybody from the relay this time. A little bit more of a coordinated push might do the trick here.
Potentially, but trying to go that height is extremely dangerous. Dropping down is an extremely viable option here. But that Sotoras is just going to let them walk through. Smoothie King is just going to let them come past. He's going to try and go for the Sosby flank.
So the Smoothie King is caught in the middle between three people, managing to not kill anybody, but getting burnt out by Kridnar again. Kridnar bombing.
C-Dub pulling out the...
Get a
Ease,
plant
but
on B?
doesn't go through. It looks like, yeah, Burnsiders is going to be able to get a plant onto B.
They're right.
Zombie contesting Crow and Kridnar. Daru there to support him. Kridnar getting taken out. Daru getting taken out. A res fails.
Angry Duck coming out, answering with the Unicorn ult. Just firing it down the lanes, making sure nobody is anywhere near this bomb at any given time. Okay. We're seeing it go off.
Defuse goes out, and it goes through. But Burnsiders is right there to follow up with that. They're going to try and replant. Smoothie King is getting really low. That Sazabi shield is so important to staying alive for this team.
Yes, and that wall coming up just in time to block the axe coming from Smoothie King. That is very unfortunate. You hate to see it. Printer in the backside with no shield. Is he going to get
going for the sneaky beaky? Gets it off. The punch from Zombie is not fast enough.
No, but hopefully they've managed to stagger the enemy fast. No, that might be the defuse they needed.
Oh, Kaio, is he there? He's not. That is going to be Burnsiders.
Yes, that's looking like a solid 1-1. We're getting another map 3 again. I'm so excited. Yes.
Wait, was that Sotoras defending?
That was Sotoras defending.
Sotoras defending. Right. We're going to map 3, ladies and gentlemen.
We gotta make sure to get our stuff right, because
sure, we got that
don't
right.
want another
repeat.
repeat.
That was, yeah, we don't want a repeat here. Let me make sure that that's correct here. Check. Just don't worry. We're just checking the VAR real quick.
Very official casters here, guys. Trust me.
Looks like was the Taurus on defense. Yeah. They got the defuse. They got the win. It looks like we're going to map 3.
Ta-da!
My goodness.
I have not seen a more equally set of matches in a long while. This is
Only
very entertaining to
fights
watch.
here at the CIL. Only quality
Yes,
fights.
sir.
So, set up the final map, which is Ori.
You get that set up. I'm going to ask for the character bands from our respective teams. And let's see what they come out with.
Sorry, Tony, you're banned.
Yeah, I'm banned. Coming out from Sotoras themselves, you know I was rooting for him. Stabbed at the back. What can I say? It had to happen.
Ease would he?
It is what it is, as we say in the business. Burnsiders unit banned first. Let's go.
I mean, not much else to say. These are just quality These are just quality matches right now. Quality bands too.
Yes, I am eager to get this show on the road. These guys need to ban their suits quick so I could just see the action already. Again, these unit bans are providing a unique experience to watching Gun Evo. We haven't gotten to see this. With the bans in the way, you get to see new comps, what works, what doesn't, when there is a certain suit that's not on the field.
Yeah, but really hoping we get to see maybe a Z2R or a Barb or something.
Yeah. Yeah, the Z2R is in jail. Actually, we're gonna get a ban from the Pale Rider.
What? Banning Pale Rider?
Banning Pale Rider. You heard it, folks. The stable suit of the entire series is getting a ban.
Interesting. Well, the Z2R comes out from Sotoras.
All right, folks, it's been good. I'm out.
This is
I can't take it anymore.
Former teammates, by the way.
I know why they do this. They do this to me on purpose.
Oh my. Oh my.
Pain is all I could say.
Well, it seems like we're gonna have to ready up here. We're gonna have to get into this next match. I'm really scared here. I mean, no Pale Rider? Oh, I can hear Neo Nile. I can hear Neo Nile from the far reaches of the Fusion Discord. I'm free!
No Pale, sir. You gotta play something else.
He's gonna... It's looking like a heavy arms map, my friend.
So they're gonna have a heavy arms angle indeed. So, especially on the Burnsiders, they will likely tend to fall into picking a heavy arms, especially because the Crow. We have seen that pick come out from him a couple times. I think Quarry might be a very hard push for Sotoras, considering that Burnsider's going to run a heavy arms, consistent damage. Kridnar's going to be there to stuff him out of that corner, kind of like Asazbi does, but not being Asazbi. And it's going to be, good to have the heal, good to have the C4 in hand. So he's going to have a little more range as opposed to the Sazbi.
The Taurus coming out with the Mahiru portraits for Lacrum. You love to see.
We love to see it. As C-Dub once said, there is a serious lack of Mahiru around here, and we're here to fix that.
I do not disagree with that at all. I think Mahiru definitely needs to be run a lot more. But what do you choose? I mean, instead of a Pale Rider, it's such an integral part of any comp.
Well, you have to answer the identity of some suit just putting out consistent damage, I would. Or if there is no Pale Rider on either side, then there are suits that you can now play that would live, had a Pale Rider not been around. But that's just basically your tank suits, the ones that get shoot down a lot by the Pale Rider. When there's not that suit, you need a heavy arms to answer to those shield suits.
It looks like Lacrum does not care the slightest bit about that Pale Rider Ben. He has decided it's looking like a Mahiru angle today.
And he's going to hit those Mahiru angles with the scans, bouncing it off the wall, getting those stuns out. Playing Mahiru
interesting,
to the best
though,
ability.
is that C-Dub has opted for the Barbatos, the character that's been banned consistently so far, in replacement for Pale Rider.
As a wise man once said, "I'm free." He's back to play the Barb.
Indeed.
Indeed.
C-Dubbed is finally able to play his beloved Barbatos. Let's see if all of this time away has rusted those skills, or if he's been secretly grinding out and able to do work.
As we get into this round 3.
Zombie going over the left side building, that's not something you see every day. It is an area that an Ashmore can fly over. It's not one that's used too often, though. D-Dub getting a pick onto Kridnar. Gotta love that Barbatos slam. Smoothie King looking like he could enter there. I mean, they got a pick. The Crumb getting picked off. I mean, this is going to be an opportunity for them.
They wasted no time on the relay. This is beautiful. There's a lot of time you now have to plant the bombs, because usually you waste about a good minute or two and almost get an ult by the time you even get into that relay. It's so hard to break through. But Burnsiders are just going to get staggered out. They're going down one by one. It's looking pretty ugly. And they're already getting control of the middle hallway. This is huge for Sotoras.
Yeah, and it looks like that B plan is going to be coming out and it is going to get stuck. This is actually looking really dangerous for Burnsiders right now. They're going to have to think of something really quick. Kaio is looking for an off angle here onto Smoothie King. Gets the kill. Angry Duck is also one. Picks him off. Double kill out from Burnsiders is actually looking huge. Xander might be going down here.
Kaio going down to the zombie. Wu-Tank as well. Zombie is just putting in the work for his team right now. Can Kridnar 1v3 again? Let's find out.
Garu getting picked off by Madigan, who goes all the way around to try and grab the waypoint.
Didn't confirm the kill.
Surviving the Hyper Hammer.
Oh, but going down to the burn. Xander's here for the res.
In comes Gaio. The Ash 1v1 is coming out. Wu-Tank and Crow getting a couple picks off themselves. But is it going to be enough? 10 seconds left. Burnsiders are going to have to look here. They're getting the picks, but they're going to have to touch. Somebody needs to touch the bomb. It's going to be Crow, but he gets axed. It's not enough.
It is a bloodbath back and forth. Neither suit even managing to stay together for way too long. But here is Burnsiders in the hallway, running with their tail between their legs, trying to get to the second bomb ASAP. C-Dubbed in them, just waiting to get to the relay ASAP as soon as the team passes
Zombie trying to get... What is that punch conversion?
It's
not enough,
that's
however.
what I tell you. Smoothie King is flying in right now, trying to get those 3 suits to push back, but it's not working. Madigan just answering with his own gun, DPSing the Sotoras out of business. Xander missing that gun tank ult as well. It's going to be a little painful for them.
Madigan is sitting on those off angles over on the waypoint, being an absolute menace, trying to keep Smoothie King and Xander off, but he does get the axe. Is it going to be enough? Madigan does get picked off, but the gun tank res is going to come out. He gets it off. Xander gets taken out. They're going to be able to retake the waypoint here.
Ooh! Smoothie King is hitting these axes right now like a lumberjack.
It's not going to be enough. Burnsiders didn't respond fast enough, and it looks like Sotoras is going to take the waypoint. Plays coming up from Zombie. Trying to see what he can do. A plant onto A. It's going to go off. This is actually huge for Sotoras. The pressure of having that bomb up. The fact that they had to defuse. Puts so much pressure on the Burnsiders.
But
The attempted defuse comes out. The gun tech ult comes out. It's looking. It's seeking. It's finding. Is it going to convert in? But no, it's not.
King's shield, but that's it. He's gonna have to play this safe for a little while until his shield comes back. Rely on his teammates, honestly.
Wu-Tank. Not able to find a conversion onto that, however, but does a lot of damage to the enemy team. That's a Dom ult coming out from Crow. What can he do with it?
I believe he's gonna push the enemy off. They're gonna burn. They don't get any.
Madigan using his ult as well.
Double
kill out from C-Dub.
Gar was winning the fight against Kaio. That's huge. 5 seconds left on the clock, but I don't think Burnside is gonna get this. That's a team kill. That is a 2-0 attack.
2:40 on the clock. That is scary, scary indeed.
It looks like Sotoras doesn't need that Pale Rider after all. They said, forget it. You know what? You unban Barb? Let's go for that. Let's get that stun going, and it's pretty huge for the team. You know, you get a suit that just locks down whatever problematic thing is sitting in front of the way, and it just opens up so much options and, you know, things for your team to do.
Looking at these damage numbers, though, a lot lower than what we've seen in previous maps. Zombie, though, holding strong with that 12k.
I think we're seeing low damage numbers because it's just been such a fast-paced map. Despite how many suits have been going down left and right, it's still a lot of damage getting put out from both sides in such a short amount of time.
True. It's a decent amount, you know? And, yeah, it just seems like they're not able to stay alive long enough to have the damage numbers stack up. But still, Zombie, though, doing a lot of damage for his team. Xander also getting up there in 5 digits. The side of Burnsiders, Madigan and Kaio, though, also sitting on top. The Ashamar is sitting comfortably at the top of the damage charts.
Yes, but we got to see these teams just do just a little bit more if they're going to have to get this, put this into overtime against the Sotoras.
Looks like the Crumb is choosing to have the Dynamis for this one.
And C-Dub is going to stay on the Barb, which is going to be a very big nuisance to this catwalk side, or Heaven, on defense. He's going to be able to lock whatever suits run into there, he's just going to keep him out at bay. That leaves the rest of the team to look down the hall.
Xander getting hooked. Is it going to be enough? Wu-Tank.
Wu-Tank goes down, confirms the kill.
Does go down, but she did get the hook, though.
The teams are trading 1 for 1.
Madigan pushing in, using the Hyper Hammer as a momentum boost to push it to A. What is this? Does he get the kill into C-Dub? No, he does not. Smoothie King, though, there's a response. Lacrum also there. Not enough. Sotoras seems to be holding here.
They're jumping onto the relay, opting to try not to let the enemy team revive on the point. But it doesn't matter. They're just going to fall 1 by 1. It's going to be a nasty stacker coming out pretty soon. Xander's going to try to come in and clean up, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
That's a very dangerous thing to do. He's going to get staggered. Zombie should probably be thinking of backing off here instead of trying to duel Kridnar. That's exactly what he does.
As tempting as it might be, he can't do that yet.
No, he can't. And Smoothie King also there to respond.
Yeah. We have a couple teammates in position to watch over A while having... The team is split in 2, actually, both watching both bombs respectively.
Yeah, multiple fights breaking out, but it looks like Burnsiders' main is gonna be A point. They do get the plant.
New plants off. Anchor Duck does go down to quick picks from KO and the Gundam, Madigan. They now have high ground. Sotoras is gonna have to fight hard to take this back from them. Smoothie
Yes,
King
they
is
are.
fighting this Marsai. Is he gonna get the pick? He
The
does.
fuse goes in. Madigan though, and
With
Kyle.
the punch.
Just
Securing that
disrespect
bomb.
there. Is insane. Smoothie King, the only one down there alone. Xander now here to support. Is it going to be enough? It is. Smoothie King does get the heal pot. This is going to actually be big for Sotoras. They're going to be able to. LaCrum getting Smoothie King. This is dangerous. LaCrum with that
LaCrum back on
Trans Am.
Dynamis.
Huge advantage. Gundam Ball going down to secure space. What can Sotoras do here? Looks like not going to be able to do much. LaCrum is just holding that angle down. Huge.
They're not getting these picks fast enough. It looks like they can't secure the bomb defuse. They're going to have to back off to second point. And we're looking at another instance of where both teams are just pressing the gas pedal, not relenting. And the enemy defenders just can't seem to get a foothold to defend.
No, they can't. They need to find something. That momentum is really dangerous, you know. One of the things that we always look for is those momentum pushes, those gaps. If the enemy team has momentum, you need to try and cancel it out. You need to try and stop it. Else you're just going to get steamrolled. You need to be looking for those angles. Try to find a pick. Try to find something. Wu-Tank overextending. Going to get picked off. Kaio looking. Backs off. Understands what needs to be done. But C-Dub doesn't care.
C-Dub is going in, trying to kill whatever he can. Anything in his face within reach, that's it. You're his. We have 3 pushing in from the relay canyon. Madigan getting super aggressive, but he pays for it.
Naru coming up with the ultimate, but does it? Fails. Gets hooked. He has to shoot it. That's a failed ultimate.
Heo trying to come in and clean up what the Marsai started. It's
LaCrum
not gonna
getting
work out.
picked
Oh,
off by the gun tank ultimate. I mean,
death by gun tank gold. What a way to go. And they managed to take the relay. The Burnsiders are gonna have to restart.
Doesn't matter
for one.
though. The Taurus is here. They need to be planting. What are they? Oh wait, no, they're defused. They're defending. Never mind. Oh,
Yeah, Burnsiders have to plant the bomb here. But
I
it
got a
looks like they're
little
gonna be
worried
trying.
there for a second.
Yeah, they're gonna be trying a 3-man inside the house, right next to A, getting into position, just throwing out shots. 1-for-1 trading. Are we confirming these kills? Yes, no?
Maybe.
Looks like.
Then they're getting picked
Ooh.
up by LaCrum. There's that Dynamis ult again. LaCrum doesn't care. He doesn't care that that's a Sazabi on the other end. You know what he said? He said, I don't... you know what, man? You're Sazal.
care.
You're Sazabi. I don't care. You know what? Take this Trans Am. Hold this for me real quick.
But again, that's Sosby just not caring about that the Marsai ult instead, and so it's gonna win the trade overall, and it's gonna be huge for Sotoras. They're gonna come back, try to take this relay. Smoothie King is pushing up onto the relay point, fighting a 3v1 right now. Can they hold it until the team gets here? You know, he's gonna back off. The team's looking to close in, but goes down by LaCrum.
Does he get up? No, the punch comes out from Kaio. It's not going to be enough.
They're holding these bomb sites down as best to their ability as they can. But Madigan's gonna get a sneak plant. Misses the hyper hammer from Garu. But Garu gets the kill anyways. Ooh, but the revive's coming up. Doesn't matter. Sosby cleans it up. There's 2 on B site right now.
Yeah, Smoothie King looking for a good exit. He does get it. Kaio in the air. Trying to see what he can do. LaCrum already at 67% for that 3rd Dynamis ultimate, which he might be able to pull off here.
Yes. Sotoras is looking to get in position to take back that B side arrow, which is very tricky because it's just such a
Garu
close
throwing
encounter.
out the ultimate. Somebody's going to have to respond to it. Crow using his ult to counter it. Smoothie
punch by
King has
Zombie.
got his ult. What's he going to do with it?
It's looking like a very decent hold from Burnsiders right now. The bomb's going off.
Madigan's ult is also going out. That was an opportunity for a defuse right there if I ever seen one. Gridnar throwing the mines down to just cure this. This is actually really dangerous. Garu Cabra getting a double kill.
Are they gonna get it?
They
They
might.
have to eat it. Oh!
Whoa!
Oh.
With 35 seconds left on the clock, they managed to defuse. Hayo though still with his punch has to be really careful here. Use it at the right time, but Xander with the gun tank ult is gonna be up for those last 20 seconds. See what he can do with it. Smoothie King getting a kill, stops the res of Wu-Tank. Goes down. Burnsiders though. C-Dub getting a double kill here. Xander with the ult. I think this is gonna be up. I don't think they're gonna be able to plant. Kyle with a
looking
double punch.
like
It's a really good double punch, but nobody is there. That is gonna be
Sotoras
Sotoras.
closing out that last round with a dub, convincing. But a good fight from the Burnsiders, a good fight from Sotoras. A round 3 on the match, like in a row. This is pretty good.
Well played to Smoothing there. Amazing. Man,
Solid player.
this is intense. I'm gonna need another break.
Yep. I think the shot's gonna need a break too.
That-
Looks like we're gonna be going into intermission again.
Yeah, after this, though, ladies and gentlemen, it will be our top bracket is skill issue and extended warranty. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.
We'll be back.
After the break.